Hello Sec 2 students, this week we celebrate Green Week and tomorrow, Tuesday, during the CCE period from 1:25 to 2:25, you'll be having an Eco Warriors Amazing Race, okay? But you will report to your classroom first to be briefed by your teachers, have a safety check before they dispatch you for the amazing race. Now, the teachers in charge are Ms. Nalina, Mr. Kairu, myself. Okay, if you have any questions regarding the briefing, anything you don't understand, you can WhatsApp me at this number. Okay, the objectives of the Amazing Race is to provide you the opportunities to learn about sustainability, green habits through outdoor, hands-on experiential activities. Now, this is a rough guide on what will happen. Now, the first 10 minutes, okay, when you report to class, your FTs will play this video, okay, this same video that you are watching now. Okay, now you can actually tell your form teachers that all of you have actually watched this video, okay. Your form teacher will ask you, okay, and then if everybody has watched this video already, then you can straight away get the first venue clues from your form teacher and then start your amazing race immediately. But if any one of you has not watched the video, then the form teacher will play this video in class for you to know what's going on. Then after everybody has watched the video, your form teacher will give you the first venue clues and you will proceed with the race immediately. Alright, now your form teachers would then be stationed at the various venues and you'll be doing some safety checks at the various stations. Now you must be back in class 10 minutes before your CCE lesson ends tomorrow, and that is 2:15. You have to be back in class because the last 10 minutes you'll be doing a reflection through a link that will be sent by your form teachers tomorrow. So this is the whole plan for tomorrow's CCE lesson, which is the assembly period from 1:25 to 2:25. Now, how do you play the amazing race? Please listen carefully. Now, you have to form your teams before tomorrow. Okay, I've already sent the link for the different groupings, for the teams to your CCA ambassador. If your CCA ambassador has not forwarded the message to you, please check with them. All right. Now, how does the team grouping look like? Okay, so let's say you are from 2-5. Now, I checked the whole level. Only 2 students have signed up. The rest are all blank. Okay, so depending on which class you are at, there will be different team numbers allocated to you. Okay, and different number of students in different teams. So probably we just look at 2-5. For example, you have 6 of you. You can either register for team 21, 22 or 23. But if there are more than 6 of you because of the number of students in your class, then you can go for team 24 or 25. Now you have to follow strictly the team numbers because we are awarding the prizes based on the team numbers. Alright, now let's go back to the PowerPoint. So please, first thing, form your teams in advance. Now there are a total of 21 stations all around TPSS. Okay, the venues are all around TPSS and your form teachers will give you the venues for your first station in class. Then after that, you can straight away proceed to your first station. Now you are to bring along your handphone and water bottle and move together as a whole team to your first station, and subsequently from the first station to the other stations, you must move together as a team. You cannot say split up, okay, we split up and then we go to different stations and then we solve and then we come back. No, the teachers will be there to also ensure that you are intact as a team. Marks will be deducted or you may even be disqualified if we find that you have split yourself up to go to the different stations to accumulate points. Now, this is how we actually play the game. Let's say you are team 10 and you are in the classroom. after receiving the first venue clue, let's say your first venue is outside general office. Okay, now let's say that station happens to be station 22. All right, you will see when you go to the first station, okay, your first station, outside general office, okay, let's say that station is labeled station 22. Okay, your job there is to look for a QR code. I printed small QR codes on white sheets of paper, and I pasted the sheet of paper somewhere outside the general office. Okay, you have to look around, let's say the walls or the pillars, to locate that QR code paper. All right, now the QR code looks something like that. Okay, so you with your handphone, okay, will scan this QR code, and once you have scanned the QR code, there will be activities that you have to do, questions that you have to answer, and then they will also give you the next location clue. I'll talk more about that later, but I just want to talk about some safety aspect now. Okay, the QR code is located below eye level or at eye level. Okay, below eye level all the way to the ground. Okay, it will not be located anywhere high up. It will not be located at the exterior walls of buildings. It will not be located like here, or at this pillar outside here. We won't do that to you. Okay, it will be located quite safely. Let's say at the corridor here, maybe somewhere near the door, or at this pillar where it is safe. You don't have to climb up anything to locate the QR code. Okay, because they're all between eye and ground level. Okay, and you are not allowed to climb up anything or search the exterior building walls for clues. Okay, so once you scan the QR code, it will lead you to a slide like this where you'll be asked a question, okay, or you'll be asked to do something together as a team. You just follow the instructions carefully, okay, and points will be awarded for doing the correct thing or for doing what you are told. Alright, now for some stations such as this, you have to submit your answer through a Google form. The Google form link will be sent to you through your CCE ambassador. So please check with your CCE ambassador. If they do not send you the code, you can also check with me. Then, in that same QR code, after you have done whatever you need to do at that station, there will be a next station clue. Okay, so for example, I'm a place where you could find lots of books. Come outside my room for your next challenge. This obviously is the library, right? So you are to go outside the library, and your next QR code will be located somewhere outside the library. Now, I want to say very clearly here that for all the stations, all right, the clues are located outside the room. For example, if we say library, right, it will not be inside the library. It will be outside the library. Okay, unless it's like let's say the school field or whatever, then we may ask you to go inside the school field. All right. Okay. The other thing you need to take note is that the station number does not run in order. So let's say your first station is labeled station 22. Your next station would not be like station 1 or station 23. It can jump, okay? Because we want you to spread out, we don't want any bottleneck anywhere. So we have actually split up the locations and make sure that there's no bottleneck. So take note that the stations do not run in order. Okay? Now, points will be deducted if you fail to move in the sequence specified in the clue cards. So for example, at this station, your next station is station 3, right? Okay, let's say you guess correctly that it's the library, then you will gain points. But let's say you cannot guess what's the next clue. Don't be stuck there, okay? Be street smart. If you see some other groups, let's say going to, not the library, but let's say going to the canteen, Alright, then you can actually go to the canteen. Marks will be deducted, but we don't want you to just get stuck here and then not do anything. So only a few points will be deducted. You can go to the canteen where your friends are. Let's say this is a canteen. Then you continue playing the game, and ultimately you may still reach this if you can figure out what the location is. Alright? Okay, next. Prizes will be given to the top few eco-warrior teams with the highest points. Okay, all students must be engaged in the race. Okay, there's no need to run. And if you're not well, please let your form teachers know, or let the teachers at the station know, and then you should stop and rest if you do not feel well. Now, if it rains or if there's lightning risk, do not go out into the open. And no running if the floor is wet, no climbing onto elevated ground to search for clues. And if you are not engaged in the race, if you are found like eating instead at the canteen or playing handphone somewhere, disciplinary action will be taken against you. Alright, this is the end of the briefing. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Thank you.